Hey, Josh Hicks here, and I am rolling down the highway here trying to make sure that I look out for traffic, not hitting any pedestrians here. But I really wanted to kind of reach out today just on a quick Facebook video here and just talk with individuals that may be in the same position as I'm running into a lot with individuals that are trying to get into recruiting. Are you somebody that's been trying to get into recruiting? You're trying to figure out, man, how in the world do I find the right training? How in the world do I get into this lucrative business of recruiting? Because by now you know that when you come out here and you start looking at these opportunities, you look on Google and you see the rise in the virtual recruiting arena. It's unbelievable out here what's going on. Individuals for less than ever have been able to come out here and create a very lucrative business in the field of recruiting. Now, you see these guys that have it all together and you're asking yourself, man, how in the world did they get there, and how did they get, to the point of where they have this business that they have and they're really knocking it out of the park? How did they get started? Well, listen, if you feel that way and you just hadn't been able to find it, and you're going through these websites and figuring out, and you're seeing 1,000 different people out here advertising, saying that they're the best, and you just don't know where to go or what to do, well, you're not alone, because I was there with you. I was there with you. Multiple people that I've talked to have been there. And listen, I started out years and years and years ago, almost 2 decades ago, actually a little over 2 decades ago now that I think about it, where I came on with the story of a friend telling me about transportation. I had no idea what it was. Transportation recruiting, that is. And transportation recruiting is kind of the first arena that I got into when it came to recruiting. Now, I didn't know anything about it. I was lucky enough to stumble upon a position with a Fortune 500 company at the time that my friend had turned down, and I walked in and decided to go with it. Now, that is a story in itself and deserves a lot more time later on. But listen, I mean, I got in there, had no idea what anything was, didn't know what recruiting was about, and today has seen something that has made many more moons of what I ever expected in the financial world. It's been the catapult of many businesses that I've had and success. Now, here's what I would say is, if you're looking for this, opportunity, here I've got a few things that I would share. First off, I would find out, if you're trying to go for recruiting, I'd find out the industry that has longevity. I told you that I started out in the transportation. I had actually started out in the strongest sector, I guess you would say, of recruiting ever. Day one. Now, I went on starting other businesses that ended up wasting my time and in the staffing and recruiting world, because I wanted to diversify and get out there, leaving behind many years I lost of not really building it up the way that I've got it for the last 10 years now, because I spent so much time wasting time on other things. Now, listen, they're all lucrative and you can do very well, but if you're looking for one that's the most lucrative out there, I'm going to tell you right now, I would vote transportation. We do it. We help individuals do it. We can show the opportunities that are out here. It is wild and crazy what is out here today. It's number two. First off, you have got to put yourself in a position where you don't go and work for somebody out here on a fly-by-night deal that's out here, but they threw up a website that looked half decent because they knew some guy that could code it for them and put up this site, and now they're the number one guy in the industry. And they're tiered down to several different levels down under the main contacts of the client. You've got to watch out for that. Like our company, we have been direct to all our clients for many years, but I know that there's a lot of people out here popping up business because there's so much margin in these commissions that they're able to go a 2 or 3 tier down and still create something pretty good. Now, you don't want to be in that position where you're dealing with somebody that is 2 or 3 tier down. They don't really have a lot of experience, and they're definitely not direct to the client. Number 3, I would say that don't restrict yourself. If you're trying to get into this business, in the recruiting, don't do what I did at the beginning, although I would never take that back. There is a faster, more efficient way to become successful, because the margins and things that you can do out here on your own business, I would quest out and make sure that you've got 2 to 3 to 4, maybe even 5 different opportunities to begin with, of companies that you actually push for. So now that candidate that you're hiring for, you've actually got a real solid thing to offer them. You restrict yourself with one, you're really restricted, because if they don't like what you got and you don't have other alternative, ways to get them into an opportunity, you're going to miss out on a lot of numbers there. And it's not as lucrative as well to go work for somebody else and not be more of a consultant agent out here when you're recruiting. So those are 3 major things that I would really, really throw at you. We help in all these things, by the way. As far as you may be asking yourself, how do I talk to a driver, for instance? Could I do it? Could I actually come out here and know how to sell the job with this company that I don't know about? How am I going to learn about the industry? How am I going to get paid in the most efficient way? How legit is it? These kind of things. These are the things that we do, and we can show you how to. If you're interested in learning more about that, just put your information here. You can just contact me below. We're not even asking to put your information in like some kind of box or anything at this point. We help people. I'd love to connect with you if you're trying to get more information on it, at least directing you. That's what we do out here anyways. So, if this is of interest and it helped anybody on the things that I'm talking about here, I would love to connect with you. And if you like the video, man, like it down here and like our page, and just follow us on some of these other videos. We got a lot of content coming to you. We got some offers and things that we're going to give to individuals as well probably this week and next week. So really, really interested in meeting up with anybody that has the same kind of passion of figuring out, how in the world do I get into recruiting? How do I find the training? How do I find the opportunity? We can show you. Look forward to talking to you, and until the next video.
Hey, thanks for sticking around. And by the way, you like videos like that, check this out right next to us right here. It's going to be exactly what you need. If you're new, subscribe down below. You'll get updated on all new information coming. And if you comment below, I'm going to be pulling somebody on a monthly to give free coaching away. Looking forward to it. See you on the other side.